All right, so we have an intro. Should I start over again? Okay, I can start over again. I can be better. You ready? Okay, cool. Let's get it. So back to the daddy conversation. So Drake is Kendrick Lamar's daddy, and he makes it evident every chance he gets. So it's to the point now where you can't mention Kendrick without mentioning Drake. Not only that, it's not like Kendrick is alluding to the beef, hinting at it. Nigga, you made the biggest moment of your career at the Super Bowl on the biggest stage possible, and it was Drake's show. You brought out two women that Drake had sex with to perform with. You are really gay, sir. And this again, like I said before, in the hierarchy of Negroes, right? In the hierarchy are Negroes within the black male space of the hierarchy of Negroes. Dark skinned ninjas sit at the top in terms of privilege. They have special privileges. They do not have to live in reality. They do not have to be nice people. They don't have to be fair. None of that shit. All right, and they are the ones who can always invoke the race war, whatever you want to call it. But basically, you know how you niggas get. If you make it black versus white, it's we gotta get our get back. And it's no, no. It's lazy. That's just you wanting to give into being a savage because you don't have an outlet for your desires. At the end of the day, we all want to see somebody suffer. That's why we like That's why we like to watch rough sex on corn. That's why we enjoy watching hard contact sports. That's why we like watching things where someone wins or loses. To a certain degree, you want to see someone lose. You want to see the bad guy lose. You want to see the bad guy die in a movie. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the other team lose. You want to see that boxer get his ass kicked. You want to see that MMA fighter get their ass kicked. That's somebody suffering. Okay? You want to see something hardcore on Cornhub. You want to see suffering there. To a certain degree. I'm joking. I'm joking, man. I said I'm joking. Well,
Wow, fucked your homegirl last night and pull out, homie. What's up, homie? Bitch, look at me.
all right.
Do you see the light bill? I see it. You can't be just.
Y'all want daddy. But here's the thing about daddy, though, too. Nothing's possible without daddy. And this whole scene right here, right? People talking about. Yeah, niggas not sound so corny talking about how great this was. This was a bunch of old niggas celebrating Kendrick basically coming back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? So it shit says, knowing what we know now, the pop out hit different. These is all a bunch of niggas that can't sell no records. No disrespect to them niggas there, but these is all a bunch of niggas that can't sell no records. A bunch of niggas with no mo. There was no other superstars on stage except for him. And I'm saying, and again, the craziest thing about all of this is that if it wasn't for Drake, none of this shit would be happening even now. On mad levels, for one, he would have never got this big without Drake. Pause. Two, fam, that nigga was ice cold. This whole concert is basically about Drake. These niggas came out to see you do the record about Drake. You understand? My man Kofi Champ said, and none were able to sell 400K the first week. It's a lot of heavy hitters on that stage, man. And I bring this up because you cannot let people who aren't your peers, who aren't on your level, define who you are or tell you that, hey, we're in the same space and you should listen to me. Sometimes you won't have to tell niggas, nah, nigga, I'm not listening to you. You're a loser. Shut up. One of the reasons why I'm going to keep going over this shit, the reason why, don't get me wrong, as I got more aggressive and more ambitious and I really needed an encouragement, that's when I start listening to Drake again and I start really enjoying Drake's music because I'm where he's at mentally. I'm still getting better. I'm still leveling up. No, I'm not getting younger. I was already young. I'm a man. I'm just getting better. I can still do more push-ups than most you young niggas anyway. Anytime you're ready, listen, and I'm still about 40 pounds from my goal weight, about 25 from being a huge threat to you niggas, about 40 from being in my final form. You better hope I don't lose that 40 pounds. Yeah, buddy. Guaranteed. Anywho, but the black community always resents any kind of authority figure. You saw that earlier in the other video where old girl was getting arrested. All right, her life is changing. She is not in a dominant position whatsoever, and she is arguing with this man to the point where she's resisting arrest. To the point where she has broken several more laws aside from a huge one in bank fraud. We all know money is a major issue. Miami, Miami, Miami. Okay, you see the light bill?
Do you see the light bill?
Do you see the light bill?
You can't be just.
You know what I'm saying?
Is what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
Super ridiculous.
Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
All right, man. Let's go through some of these lyrics, man. Listen, your boy's on a different path right now, bro. So this is actually a bar that's being debated online, and what the Kendrick fans are trying to do is act like this bar is not fire. So Drake said, yeah, niggas get punched in their face on some TLC shit on the dead guys. Some TLC shit, because my nigga, you gonna need a chili ice pack for your left eye. That scheme is crazy to get off on beat. You got niggas on Twitter arguing about whether or not this is a good bar. Somebody wrote, Bing, boom, bang, boom, bam, had Kendrick fans acting like he was saying some type of deep underlining meaning. Beef, shattered rap for the worst. So Kendrick fans are trying to argue that basically anyone supporting Drake, basically anyone who thinks that Drake's good music is good, they're a part of the problem, because basically they don't want Kendrick. Makes you meet him more than halfway. Kendrick has conditioned his fans over the years to accept the fact that he don't make joints. The whole appeal of Kendrick has always been, oh wow, okay, they let you in here. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess you're here. You're on a Taylor Swift song. Oh shit, Lady Gaga was supposed to be on "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe," the original version, and amazing vocals, by the way. Shout out to Lady Gaga. I thought that was extra weird that she knew who you was, that she talked about being a fanny. When Lady Gaga tweeted to Kendrick, "When's your album coming out so I can go back to the club?" And I remember thinking in my head, what Kendrick songs would play in the fucking club? What are you talking about? What Kendrick doesn't have club songs, and why would they play Kendrick in the club? Because I felt like at that time Kendrick was able to get hot because the internet made to where different kinds of artists could be appealing, because basically someone like Kendrick, right, had his own lane. Section 80 and Damn are his two best albums because they're the most understandable, and the songs move in a way that feel good, not in a way that's kind of again, like Good Kid, Mad City is cool, but a lot of the songs are kind of like very much like, how can I say, like it needs context. I have to kind of play, you can't play those songs by themselves really. You kind of have to play the whole album, which kind of deters you from playing the album. If I had to listen to the whole thing for the songs that make sense, again, they're not bad songs at all. But when I first heard Good Kid, Mad City, I noticed that there wasn't really anything on here that I could vibe to. It wasn't anything on here that I can really enjoy. Mad City, the first time I heard it, because I felt like the records weren't moving me. They didn't move like records. Everything was like a challenge to my ears. Like, and mind you, I wasn't driving nice shit back then. I would never play none of that Kendrick shit in my car. All right, I'm saying I drive my car nicer than most people's cars. I don't play Kendrick in my car like that. You know what I'm saying? I played Rich Spirit for a while, but now that's over. My bad, y'all. All right, we still got that open. Another example of pretty much for the most part, like I said before, what losers want to do is always create a version of you that they can handle, a version of you that they can defeat, and want everyone else to think that version of you is who you really are. They always want people to think that, no, he's not who he says he is. She ain't really that bad. He ain't really that rich. He ain't that good at basketball. He ain't that good at ping pong. He can't beat me at Connect Four. These run-on jokes doing anything for y'all? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Yo, you Kendrick fans, I think I probably got like 50 comments on one of these videos so far, bro. Like, yo, you Kendrick niggas, is on. Yo, that's why I say, yo, I have to make more of these videos, bro. Yep, yo, this shit is So like one of my videos I did on this recently is getting a lot of views actually. So I was just saying like, yo, I need to get to where like my videos do 10,000 views. And we are going to get there. But anyway, but going back to this shit right here, my man said as soon as the Iceman stepped outside his own city, someone called him a bitch. So yeah, so mind you, this is when Drake's in Toronto, right? So this is their interpretation of that whole exchange.
Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't get shot now. We'll fold that up right now. Stop it.
So this is Drake having a confrontation with a pedestrian. The pedestrian did not let off shots. The pedestrian did not yell back. The pedestrian did not threaten Drake back. The pedestrian didn't do anything to Drake. The interpretation when a Drake hater sees that post with, rather than saying, "Damn, why the old boy feels as though he needed to disrespect him." One of the reasons why, and let me tell you something. Whenever a man co-signs another man randomly disrespecting someone, and in this instance right here, they're basically saying that, oh well, because I'm jealous of who you are, because I know that anyway, because I'm jealous of who you are, because it's popular and accepted to hate on you, I'm going to basically just say that everything you do is corny. And this is something that black people do to black men. This is exclusive to black men. Only black men have to deal with this fucking dynamic of basically, no matter what you do, what situation you're in, because what you have is people around you who are trying to find a way for you to be wrong. All right, and this is the kind of things that induce insanity, because you find yourself trying to prove a point that doesn't matter. Broke nigga activity. These are the activities that keep you broke. Listen to Kendrick music, gonna keep you broke. You will never prosper or make no money. Listen to fucking Kendrick, because that's not what that's for. That shit is to make you fuck you keeping it real. All right, that you're somehow close to your roots. You understand? Whatever the fuck. But again, if you got motion, you want to hear shit that's moving the world, my nigga. And I made a point. The point of the video, man, is that Drake is just a better person in general. Now, I mean, that list I showed you earlier, most of the rappers on that list that was on the top, basically the rappers who had the most streamed songs on Apple Music, because of a Drake feature, right? Okay. Shout out to Kev Talks, man. He posted this, and it says, first Yeva, Pimmy, Elkin, and now her. German artist Evine did the background vocals on Drake's What Did I Miss? It wasn't a sample. Drake is really giving some international talent shine and changing lives. Money trees globally. So this is the girl. So I had no idea that this was going on. And this is what we're talking about right here, where Drake is always introducing us to a new talent. Not only that, a new talent that's viable that people are actually going to like. Most of the niggas that's hot right now got a Drake feature in the beginning of their career, or at some point in a pivotal part of their career, and that Drake feature helped. Okay? And going back to being daddy, if you a man, right, the leader becomes more confident through the support of those around him, right? And having a good amount of cheerleaders and everything, because it makes the leader more confident in their vision and their ability to create plans and see them through. Not only that, the leader also feels as though I have the pressure, I have the expectation to succeed, because my people are waiting for me to succeed, or they're relying on me to know what to do. But in that role, you're gonna find times that when you experience opposition from the people that you lead, you can, especially when it comes to your family. I had this experience with my child mother the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I'm daddy. I'm not coming to you to ask you for nothing. You coming to me asking. Our relationship is you coming to me asking. I don't ask you to do or for nothing. We got two different roles. I don't rely on you. You mostly rely. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is for most men. if you're doing something, never lose sight of the actual things you do. Don't let anyone make you think the good things you do in life, because that's evil. That's the devil. They're a demon. That is demonic. You know how much it tears at someone's psyche to for them to do a good thing to help someone, or to, especially when you help someone. It is a very how can I say, it's a terrible experience helping someone and the person you're helping attacking you. I've dealt with that on so many different levels with so many different people. But that is the life of someone who prospers. That's the life of a productive man. That's the life of a man who can create. That's the life of being the leader. That's the life of being daddy. But a part of being daddy is that you cannot be an effective father or an effective leader by collaborating and welcoming too many opinions and validating too many opinions. A lot of times it's going to be tough. It's really hard. Pause. But a lot of times the only way you can handle a lot of different things is shutting the fuck up. Anyway, hopefully my audio didn't come out bad. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me if you watched the whole thing. You know what I mean?
I'm fat, bro. I pick my stomach up. I put my stomach on bitches' back when I'm in the doggy like, you raggedy bitch.
Anyway. Alright, we about to be out of here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Word, let's get out of here. Where is it? Alright.